All right.
He's not playing it.
Hitting. I like to start off with this. The simpler you can make it, the better. Because the last thing we want to do is to have our hitters, when they're in the box, okay, in a game, thinking. Okay? They do all their thinking right here in a cage, in a tee, in practice, before they get into the box, you know, in the on-deck circle, on the bench, before the game, watching the guys down in the bullpen, the starting pitcher warm-up. All the thinking is done there. When they get into the game, they're reacting. They put all their work in, just like taking a test. You've studied, you studied, you studied. Now that you're bearing the fruits of your labor. So make sure that to relax your hitters by just saying, get up there and react and swing. Put all this hard work in. Get in there, know the situation, but get in there and just react and swing. I'll kind of zip through the four fundamentals that a lot of you is probably reviewed for you, but they're still there, tried and true. So stand, stride, pivot, swing, and I'll just kind of go and maybe just put a few of my own spin on it, take it, or leave it. So, first of all, grip. Still see older players that are gripping the bat like this, what I call the caveman grip, where it's their knuckles aren't lined up. Okay, we want to first fix that before we even start stand, stride, pivot, swing. Pointer fingers are up, they're in alignment, we're good. If they're not, then we got to fix it. Now, I notice a lot with older players is they're ready to go, they're here, they're doing this, and then as soon as they load, they come back to do this. So just make sure that the knuckles are lined up. Drill to teach this or have this image in their head, have them take their pointer finger, put it in their palm and squeeze as hard as they can, and then stop, and then put it right in the crease of their hand where the bat should be squeezed. And they can feel the difference in grip pressure. Feel the difference that, hey, I have more strength when I put it right in the crease of my hand here than when I do in my palm. And just telling them that, hey, that's where you're going to get that rotation and extension here and generate that bat speed. So that's just with your players. So grip, knock your knuckles all the way through the swing should be there in alignment. Talk about the window, the hitting window, okay, where we have from our neck up to the top of our helmet across and down to our shoulder. The bat enters the window to start, and it exits the window as we come through. So that takes away the clanking on the windowsill of a bat wrap or the open hands here and through. So as you swing, it's in the window here, and as it exits, just like that, not hitting the windowsill at all. Stance. Okay, we're just run through these. Good athletic position. I'm still noticing that some players are doing a lot of this, almost locking the knees, and I'm just like, you want to generate the most power, right? You want to hit the ball, bounce or over, those types of things. You've got to be in that good athletic position, just like football linebackers, just like shooting a free throw for basketball, just like a defenseman in hockey skating backwards. Knees bent, these shoulder width apart. Some of your hitters will go a little wider, okay? But these shoulder width apart, not too close, or you can't generate it from your lower head. So stance, that's you'll have some tinker with closed, open. Again, that's a personal preference. I like to stay as neutral as I could and tinker with the first amount of things. Less variables, more room for success. Stance. You'll notice too, here's a little tip that you'll notice, and you can then widen out a hitter's stance, is if they're here, too close enough, they swing, if they're falling off of it, just widen them out just to an inch or two. Not huge, okay, not Jeff Bagwell huge, but just an inch or two, a little bit wider, so that they get that balance. They get that balance where they stay there and they're not falling off of it after they swing. So we got stance. The next thing, stride / load. Okay, add that in as well because those both second phase. So when you're you got your good stance, okay, you're ready to go, and as you stride, okay, you also load. You have to get this front foot down before you start pivot and swing. You'll notice that your hitters are late. Okay, check their front foot. Are they getting their front foot down before they start swinging? If the answer is no, you know that that's where you got to target in on. Getting the front foot down, then pivot and swing. So that's number 2. So we're here. Now we're ready for number 3. Oh, also, if your knocking knuckles are in good alignment, your elbows staying right in this area here. Now you'll notice that elbows come up, but it changes the grip, right? So if their grips in good alignment here, they're good to go, ready to go. So that's number 2. Stand stride. The next thing is when you pivot. Okay, so we're here. Oh, front foot toe, just like you're tapping, testing the ice, frozen ice. The same if it's safe to walk on or not. I like to use Kirby puck references. The players today some don't even know who he is, which is kind of a shame, but whatever. But I still remember as a kid, the 2 Star Tribune front page articles. One was he would bring his foot up and put it back down. Okay, that's fine to do for a load. Okay. Or if you're going to stride. Excuse me. If you're going to stride, it's going to be 1 to 2 inches up. You're not going to stride way out here because then you just lost all your lower half to pivot and swing. So minimize the distance that you're striding. I'll get to the second bucket reference in a bit. But so that's number 2. Number 3 is pivot. Okay, pivot. So I got my weight back here. Now I'm going to generate that through contact and as I follow through. So I'm here. As my bat exits the window, it's not going to clank still. So the knob of the bat is going towards the baseball.
And you're putting the bat in front of me? Thanks.
Inside pitch here, up the middle here, away over here. So it's here, and as I pivot, it's like squashing the buck. Okay, I'll still use that, squash the buck. Pivot, and as it exits the window, I'm still here and I'm good. As I make contact, this is my second pocket reference, Star Tribune. There's a great one where he's looking straight down the barrel of his bat, and the ball is just making contact and leaving. So eyes here. And number 4 is when you swing and follow through, you finish high. So you're here, make contact, finish high. So your swing path is level, and then it goes like this. Just like similar to a golf swing, to generate that whipping motion. Rotating those hips. At contact, you should have palm up, your top hand, palm up, bottom hand, palm down. You'll know that you're making nice level contact when you have that. Palm up, palm down. And then I like to say hold it as long as possible. If you can hold it all the way, you're gonna keep all that energy as you follow through on your back instead of using it as you let release with one hand. But that's, again, some are successful with that, and that's great. What do you guys have for questions? Specifics? I'm going to talk tees and soft toss a little bit. There's some things that your guys can work on for that. I put these baseballs down to just have the guy show your players where you're making contact with the ball, inside, up the middle, and away. Okay, where that contact's being. It works at any level. So if I'm here, all right, I'm left-handed, and I'm going to bring an inside pitch, I got to keep my hands close to my chest, right, so I can get as much of the baseball as possible. When it's up the middle, knob of the bat goes down to the baseball, making contact, and then an outside pitch, wait. I like to say wait, and then explode. Okay, wait on the ball, and then explode. I also talk about on an outside pitch, if you can recognize it, that it's coming outside, to just, even your stride, to stride a little bit towards it, to generate as much of your lower half towards that outside pitch. So if you can pick it up and recognize it, here, step on your stride, step towards it, so that you can generate power going the other way. I also say anybody can pull the ball. Sounds good. Thanks, Jim. Anybody can pull the ball. The great hitters are the ones that can hit it where it's pitched and hit it up the middle and away. So every year, this time of year, when I start with when the guys are hitting, just either in here where coach is throwing or we're going live, or in the cages, is don't pull the ball on anything. Hit it up the middle or hit it away. So because we all can pull the ball. Okay, all we gotta do is swing earlier. But it's harder for a hitter to wait when it looks like a beach ball. Okay, when you're in a hitting streak, it looks like a beach ball. So you gotta really wait, and then explode on it up the middle. Even one that's kind of coming in on the inner half. Wait a little longer, then explode. Try and drive it up the middle or inside out it, or an outside pitch. It's making contact going the other way. I still say this is the best hitting tool. It's the only way that in baseball that you have a stationary ball to work on mechanics, work on just if your players are tinkering with something, trying to get better at a skill, whatever. The tees are, I would say, it's still the best because you take out all the variables. Also, just a quick thing, when you're coaching your players, try and do a triage of what needs to be done to help your player have a better, successful swing. Don't try and pick 5 things or even 3 or 2. Just pick one thing. Work on that for however long it takes, then move to something else. Because just like us as adults, when we have a list to do at work, we prioritize, right? We prioritize what's got to get done first. Same thing with hitting. Don't give your player 5 things to work on. Try one and have them practice that at practice and outside of practice. A lot of muscle memory needs to be broken down to fix bad habits. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay, I got the 4-minute warning a little bit ago. Tees, we're going to show tees, a couple of games you can do with this and things like that. I like to say, when you're working on tees, same concept. You can work on hitting it, pulling the ball up the middle or away. You can move your alignment on the tee to simulate that. But what I like to do is have them straight off the tee, straight into the net. I have the players pick a spot, how many squares wide you want it to be, and try and hit it into that square every time. Make a game out of it. Pick a spot on the fence, wherever you're at. Okay, so pick your spot. Okay, he's in good alignment for up the middle here. All right, and then he can visualize through follow through. Did I hit it into that spot? Again, you don't need a partner to do tee work. You can load your own baseballs on. Things like that. So tees, if you don't have them or access to them, I would say it's a great investment to help your hitters work on specifics with their swings. Soft toss, another key thing to help with your hitters. Take out as many variables as possible. So what I see is I still see soft tossers like this. They're standing right here and just flicking it like this. You want to be at a 45 angle. Okay, show the ball, bring it back, right at the front knee. Okay, show the ball, bring it back, front knee. All right. Now, if you're tossing it out here, you're at a 45. If you toss it on the back heel, you're going to take it in the teeth. So make sure front knee, not a straight line. Most of the pitchers that you're going to see aren't going to throw baseballs like this, right? Unless they're throwing some off speed or whatever. So simulate on a straight line with soft toss. Just like if, first baseman's flipping to the pitcher. Same concept. Show the ball, bring it back, and toss. Any questions? Well, good luck to everybody. Hopefully, snow's going to melt soon. We got 70 coming on Sunday, so we'll hopefully get out there and get it going. Thank you.